Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. In the last video we had yet another disaster. Had a meteor storm come down and just pepper the entire colony. Lost a few more drones, and the drones are starting to become an issue, or the lack thereof. I only have 16 drones. And why is it not letting me find... okay, that one can definitely be salvaged. Alright, we'll get rid of 2 and 19. We'll get those guys repaired. I'm out of drones, which is a problem. But I also started talking about how busy my job has been. I don't talk too I try to avoid talking too much about my job because while I find it fascinating, I know it's not. I'm an auto insurance adjuster. It is, to me, lovely. It's something I do that I did a little bit when I worked in the news industry prior. I thought that job was like, oh, yay, I'm going to be helping people. I'm going to be doing a service. The news industry is not that. And I was reading an article this morning as I was letting the dog out about how the news industry is kind of facing this reckoning where they're not getting a lot of good candidates for jobs, which, understandable. It's a pandemic. And you also have the Great Resignation going on. And I'll talk about that here in a second. But the auto industry, that is a service industry, or auto insurance. I love the fact that I get to spend my day helping people who have had a bad day. Most people that they have their... they get into an accident thinking, oh God, what do I do? I have no idea what I'm doing. It's my job to help those people. It's to take that stress off of them. And recently, a couple weeks ago at this point, I got an email from the general manager from my office, and this person is like 2-3 steps below the CEO of our company. It was an email saying, hey, you got this really good survey from a customer. This is what we like to see our employees doing. And I went back and was like, okay, what was that claim? Went back into that claim. I looked it up, the work I did on that claim. And it was a guy, it was his first car accident. It was him or his wife was coming home and their foot slipped off the brake and they went into a wall. Just one of those little brick retaining walls that you have by apartment complexes. And he was freaking out. He had no idea what to do. And I remember the phone... seeing the claim and all that, reading the notes, jogged my memory. And yeah, the gentleman was... what does that have to do with me? Nothing here. Hole in one. And the gentleman had no idea what to do. I walked him through everything. The car had tire damage, so I got it towed over to a shop for him. I got him set up with a rental car. Even called up the rental company and said, hey, this guy got into an accident earlier today. His car's not drivable. It's at the scene of the house. It's at the house. There's an Enterprise down the street from him. It was Enterprise I set it up with. Enterprise and Hertz, the two big ones I set up with. But I set it up, and when you talk to somebody, you can obviously tell like the tension in their voice and how stressed they are. At the beginning of the conversation, yes, the gentleman was very, very stressed. By the end of the conversation, he was laughing. He was having a good time, and that's what I kind of target my job to do, is to take that stress off of folks, because there's enough things we're all stressing about right now. We're stressing about jobs, medical care, savings, family planning, that robot malfunctioning, making sure where your next meal is coming from, food insecurity. There's a lot of small things that people stress about on the daily. And having a car accident really ramps things up. I no longer have transportation. I have this emergency where I have to pay my deductible in some cases. What am I going to do? And that's where my job comes in. That's where I get to enjoy my work, is that I get to take some of that stress off of them, and that feeling of relief that folks have. That's nice. That's a comfort. It's like, yeah, I helped this person. I made their day a little bit better just by telling them, you pay us to stress about this for you. And that helping out that one person got all the way up to, I think, 4 or 5 levels above my pay grade. I had another one this last week, probably about a week ago today when this video is coming out. Person called in. They had 2 car accident claims.
Sector scanned.
And ooh, that's a good sector. Yeah, that's a really good sector. I'm definitely bringing down a rover for that. But she didn't know what to do. The other rep had kind of like, okay, here's your money, bye-bye. I took over, and it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do? I walked her through the process, gave her her options, and she was ready to talk to her supervisor, by the way. This person was quite upset, understandably so. The rep had kind of abandoned her. And I'm like, well, you got me on the phone. You okay if I take care of you? And by the end of that call, she was asking to talk to my supervisor as a good escalation. And my supervisor got this really nice conversation with a customer. Most supervisors, if you got them, they're probably like, ah, great, I got to deal with an escalation. I got to talk with somebody who's pissed off about XYZ. This person was like, yeah, Steve did a great job. I was super worried about this stuff. He walked me through everything. He called the body shop. He sent over the estimates for me already. 15 minutes on the phone. Less time than it is for you guys to watch this whole video, unless you're, just jumping ahead past this story. I was able to take a ton of stress off of a customer. And this is a customer-facing job I've got. I do get yelled at quite a bit. There are Karens out there. Please don't yell at us. Please do not yell at folks in the service industry. They're busting their butts. They're doing their jobs. They're trying to be this, for lack of a better term, a cog in the machine to kind of help everything move smoothly. If you're that type of person who's screaming at an employee who's just trying to do their job, you get that Great Resignation. You get these folks who are getting out of the workforce, and it's like, there's no freaking way I should be doing this. I can do something better. Hence why I'm going to talk about, hey, special project. Yay. All right. Oh, and there's a new one already. That's kind of nice. I'm not going to do that one right away. Let's go ahead, order up my... Boop. I was going to bring down a bunch of materials, but I'm not. Because I'm going to send that guy down, and I'm going to drop him in the bowl. We're working on low-G engineering still. Haven't talked about my research in this one. This is still the same stuff I had last time. Also, ooh. Yes, I am going to outsource. And I want to explain why once this rocket gets back. Please don't yell at the folks in the service industry. I know they're busting their butts, and I've had to call, calling on my job for insurance companies, and just dealing with folks on the daily, calling like, hey, I'm trying to get some information about like your hours or whatnot. And you hear, and if you have to call a business for any reason, and you talk to some employee, and if they're sounding stressed out, please just be gentle to them, kid gloves, just get the information you need, and then, if you can, crack a joke. The one I usually do is, at the end of the call, they'll always say, like, oh, is there anything else I can help you out with today? And I always make the joke. Well, if you got tonight's lottery numbers, I'll take them. It throws the rep for a loop. And they're like, wait, what? And they start realizing, oh, yeah, that's right. I can actually laugh a little bit. I'm not having to be this big ball of stress all the time. It throws the reps for a loop. And it reminds you, yeah, it's not super bad right now. You can laugh a little bit. And I think I've maybe gotten, I've been putting greater than 90% reaction rate positively when I say that to somebody. Miss anything I can help out? Oh, I'll take tonight's lottery numbers. And they'll stop for a second and they'll start laughing. And that, I don't know what the best term is for it. The kind of that release of that laughter. I'm like, oh my god, I needed that laugh. I needed that little break. It helps so much. I did stray a little bit from the Great Resignation, and there's another Marsquake. I don't know if the Marsquakes come right at pretty much at the 5s and 0s. So the Great Resignation, we're seeing this more and more in the United States. I don't know. I do have folks who watch this from overseas. Hello. In that, folks are quitting their jobs. They're like, you know what? I don't need this. I can go get a better job. This job does not. I don't need this job. This job needs me. And that's a good way, I think, of looking at it. Yes. I do like that one. It's quite good.
Research complete.
Right, you're down here. Please go down here. We got low-G engineering done. Cool. Let's look at some medium domes here. And as I'm looking at this, a lot of folks are deciding, like, you know what? This is no longer worth it. Oh my god, the Mac Daddy. Look at that research site. 65%. Let's look at a medium dome for that. Oh yeah, gonna go Trigon. Trigon dome time. Whoop! Oh look, and it fits right on there. The power is already hooked in. I'm gonna do it a little bit like that. I'm actually gonna put it on top of this. Reason being is I can go ahead and do a... Go ahead and do this. There we go. Cool. And you're seeing these signs out. You know, help wanted, we need workers, these people won't show up. And businesses are trying to blame the customer. They're trying to blame the employees who are lazy or whatever. No, it's not that. It's now the fact that companies decide, you know, employees have decided, you know what? The job needs me more. And I can now choose where I want to work. I can kind of forge my own destiny when it comes to work. And I love it. I absolutely love it.
Resources are low.
That's, yeah. I want to put it there just to keep outside of the dust radius. I love that idea.
Discovered.
Hey! Yeah, that's a good one. Lake Vaporators. So getting folks to kind of like take charge of that. Take ownership on how they want to, on what they want their jobs to be. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm gonna do something different here. Nope. Polymers. There we go. We'll put them all right there. And I will put a couple more O2 and H2O tanks down as well. I love the fact that these employees are like, I don't need this job. I can do something better. I love it. I really do. And it's now causing businesses to rethink things. They're trying to
analyze.
There's more to the barrier.
Interplanetary astronomy. There it is. Whoop. And large scale excavation. So I've got 5 of my wonders. Artificial sun. Why can I never remember that one? So I've got 5 of my 7 wonders discovered. Project Morpheus and the Geoscape Dome are the last 2 here. Wow, I really wish I could get physics text reduced. I mean, really wish I could get this one reduced. Alright. I'll just start working on the biotech things as well. Seeing businesses have to reevaluate what they want their employees to be doing, what they want to see. And you're seeing a lot of companies, they're adding better perks. They're raising their minimum wages. I'm loving it. I really am. I do like the idea of seeing these companies, you know, oh yeah, raising wages, making them competitive, even for the quote-unquote non-skilled jobs, which I hate that term, because every job requires some sort of skill. Again, insurance adjuster, I've got to have some people skills. You know, working in a restaurant, definitely got to have some people skills. You got to have a thick skin in that. Working as, you know, a blue-collar job.
Scanned.
There's more to the...
Let's see what these are. Underground Flight School. Ah, saw that one. STEM Reconstruction, always a good one. Should get my hands on that soon. And then Martian Born Resilience. So essentially we're just filling in these ones now with every key that we get. I'm gonna get back to my topic here. Gonna get there. Whoops. Oh, brain just stopped. Bugger. I may have to backtrack. Sorry, folks. But getting the businesses back to that point where they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, we're gonna have to pay more, you know, pay more, make the wages competitive, offer better perks, better health care. Big concern in the United States is that our healthcare system leaves a bit to be desired. Having those opportunities for employees to get out there and better themselves, or going to get training. This pandemic has been wonderful in allowing folks to get trained up, finding a skill they want to use or learn, and going for it. That's big. And again, I absolutely love it. I love that we're now seeing that shift. In that the employees are like, yeah, well, you know what? I think I should be able to go do this instead. And they're going to do it. So that to me is wonderful. I've kind of lost the thread on that little rant slash talk, whatever the hell I was doing with it. So I'm just kind of going to eject and go back into the game.
There's more to the barren
Carbonate processor, cargo module, home collective. Love home collective. And the last one was extended cargo modules, carbonate processor, rejuvenation tree. That's what it was. Lots of good research right now, and I need to get this dome built up. Hang on a second. Okay. I do want to get the dozer over, but I'm actually putting MIS above it just to get it done that much faster. I'm just going to keep loading up concrete. I'm going to keep sending this over to BSC because I would like them to essentially fund all my outsourcing for a little bit. The 407 million that Blue Sun is sending over for all my concrete, I am burning through my concrete right now. Don't get me wrong. This guy is now... We're now using concrete. I do have a couple of extractors over here, but the kicker is this guy can barely reach that one. So... Ooh, hang on. Am I building a second? Oh, what? Yeah, this is another really good research site. Whew. Yeah, I'm liking this for my next dome site, right here. We're gonna get that, we're gonna prep that one up. We're gonna get this guy up and running. Probably gonna need to drop some Moxies and some moisture vaporators down too. Yeah, look at that. We do have a slight O2 and...
Sector scanned.
H2O deficit. Man, I cannot... I'm thinking like O2 and H2. That's definitely not what I'm asking for here. Alright, out of here, gotta pipe down this way, so let's go... Gonna do that. Slap a vaporator down, tuck it in right there. Just trying to tuck everything in, keep everything compact if possible. So this will be producing water for the dome, O2 for the dome. And do also want to get large tanks at some point. Hey, where you at? You got dusted. It's okay. We'll come get you soon. You actually want to get an extra Moxie going. Just for the surplus, bigly. And then making sure that when we have our next dust storm, we can combat it as quickly as possible. This one just stopped working partway through. Oh, wait, whoops. Beep, boop, boop, boop. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, there's our O2 production. Go ahead and... How close can I get a water tank in here? Oh wait.
Sector
no, perfect,
scanned.
right there. I'll put it right next to it. I like it. And for the O2 tank, yeah, I like it right there too. Trying to keep everything nice and compact. Alright, I have 7 sectors left before I get the 2,500 flat research bonus. And I definitely want that to go toward the Hawking Institute. Or... I mean, if I can get it for this one, obviously I would. I need to almost try to build out the domes this way, but I think this one will just be a separate dome. Yeah, we're going to build up this dome separately from these guys. I think I also need to slap an MDS down. These rocks are getting really close. Alright, we're good on a lot of stuff right now. I know we're eating our polymers very rapidly. We're working with our fuel, that's good. Oh, these guys haven't done stuff. Let's see. We'll send you there. And once, let's see, 3%, 0%, 0%, 6, 3, 12. I'm guessing that 6% is like up here. Yeah, it's this little section right here that can be built upon. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to scan this, and we are going to go into the below before the end of this video. Alright. Got that there. And I don't think I can get 2 Let's try first, obviously. Oh yeah, I can get 2 here. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, that actually worked much better than I thought it would. That's actually kind of cute. Alright, let's slap down a couple of concrete depots. And I do this aware that I'm going to see a lot of machine parts maintenance here.
We discovered unusual crystals in the remains of a meteorite.
Extra 400 million. It's not that great. But I'll go ahead and I'll outsource again as soon as we're able to. It's about to end. 964. 922. There we go. Nope. Damn. I'm waiting for this thing to go away. Alright. Exporting some more of that. There we go. And actually, I'm going to turn... Yeah, no, I'll do it. I do want to get as much concrete as I can out, because if BSC's paying for it, I'm going to give it to them as much as I can. There we go. Now it's done. Okay, so that'll get these 2 knocked out. Definitely get into the mag filtering as well. That's what I want. Alright, I'm going to drop down the Omega Telescope tech, knowing well that I'm not going to be able to get much done with it. I do have the 2 beakers up here that I will likely use to push it along that much faster. A lot of metal.
Scan.
Wow. 157 metal on the surface down here. Definitely going to need to get a hay down there at some point to collect that all up. Could also just bring down a hay, put down the metals in a polymer depot, have them all stacked up, and then get some shuttles. Do I even have shuttles available? I don't think I've built them yet. Nope, have not researched. Alright, let's go underground. That's going... Yeah, they're going to dust each other pretty quick, but we're going to get plenty of concrete in the meantime. Okay, so we got the MIS being built here. I've queued up the arcology. Let's see. This edge here will not have a bunch going with it. That's actually going to kind of be the connector for the next dome. So I think we'll put a diner down there, as well as an amphitheater. And actually do an art store over there. Alright. We discovered a deep pit that connects to a network of caverns and lava tubes. Our initial scan shows some odd readings. We should be able to build an elevator to get vehicles and resources down. The low gravity on Mars allows for much larger lava tubes and caverns than on Earth. Inside, the temperature are a lot less extreme, and they provide protection from hazards on the surface. Because of this, researchers believe life on Mars, if it exists at all, will most likely be found in the underground. The pit is big enough to send 1 RC Explorer down. However, it is a one-way trip for now. Let's send him on down. Alright. Let's go underground, and just want to confirm that this guy is... Yeah. Where are you? Okay, come on over here. I've totally forgot where this guy was. Okay.
Sector scanned.
So we got stuff still being loaded. I don't think we have any disasters going on right now. Let's see how much of a mess... Ow, my wrist.
Anomaly found.
We'll get... Ooh, hello. Go ahead and do that. This is actually going to be some supplies. This is always supplies, as far as I know. The first thing you usually get is this. I'm going to ignore the Marsquake stuff. I do have it set at maximum difficulty for it, just to kind of kick us up a little bit closer to 500%. And we'll do a little scan. I do want to get the elevator research, mind you, so I can bring an RC Explorer down here. And I probably could research that. Might not be a bad idea. Ooh, wait a minute.
Anomaly
That's
found.
a great idea. Okay.
Anomaly found.
There's that. I had a crazy idea. Okay. Just confirming. Okay, you're already trading that. I didn't want them to give that one up yet. Research. This thing... Oh, damn, I can't tell how much this thing costs. I have a really, really crazy idea. Just go with me for a second on this. if I build a... What the hell is the elevator? Huh. I guess I have to go up topside to get it. There's the elevator spot. But my idea is bring down exactly enough supplies to build an elevator. And bring down
Anomaly found.
a... Yep. It's just supplies. It's metals. We got rare metals, machine parts, and metals. It's a good find. You always get that. Wow. Immediately found that too. See if I can find one more little research spot.
Anomaly found.
There we go. No, that's a stalactite. That one almost guarantees a cave-in. They actually need to get... Let's try that one first. I'm going to go up topside first.
Sector scanned.
Because here's my idea.
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Damn it. How is storage space full? Oh, right. I don't have enough drones doing this stuff. Alright. So if I go into here... Damn it. I actually need to know how much the elevator costs research-wise, because if I can just build the wind turbines and do a separate power grid right here... It's also unfortunate. If I wanted to put a capital city down, it's essentially right smack where I want to put it.
Research
I'll put it up
complete.
here also. Oh yeah, there I go. Hawking Astute.
Sector scanned.
Put the elevator here and just put exactly enough materials, enough infrastructure to keep this section up and running. Note, there's plenty of metals around it. I'd have to bring down an RC commander, which I have. Why is my power at a deficit right now? Armor blade these guys, please. I think it's because this dome's actually up and running. Why is there a child in this dome by herself? Okay. I do also have some homeless folks. So this dome is actually going to become active very shortly. Alright, a little bit faster than I was expecting. Adapt, survive, all that stuff. So I'm going to move and put my Hawking Institute down here. Once that's built, I'll demolish my research lab and get more research going in here. Yeah, I'm doing okay. No, I'm not. Hawking Institute needs to go over here. This thing is going to just crank out the research for me, and I absolutely love the idea of it. I only have one rocket, unfortunately, because he's right here. Once I know how much the... I'll come back over to the dust storm here in a moment. Son of a bitch.
The rover went dark for 5 hours. When it rebooted, it confirmed it had come into contact with an unusually high voltage electrical charge.
So my RC Explorer has no longer functional. I have to essentially now beeline to this crazy idea of mine. 50% cost reduction for low G drive autonomous sensors. I've already got both of them, and 200 million in funding. My drone is now worthless.
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this idea going. So I need an RC commander. I need a drone hub. Damn. I don't know what materials I need to build the thing. Or I do know it, but I'm just not willing to go look at it right now. Alright. We'll put my autosave in here. I'm close to the 30-minute mark, so we'll start wrapping up here in a moment. 80 concrete, 10 metals, 10 machine parts. I could actually bring down probably all of that in another... No, I can do that. I could get the concrete locally. This can be done. This is possible. Because there's concrete right here. I could use that to build that. This is feasible. All right, I can do this.
Sector scanned.
So, my plan is... pretty much once the research is done, I'll set it down and like, okay, we know what we need to get. I'll build a landing pad down here. And again, this is just a temp thing. This is an outpost I'm planning. Well, I could also start doing some rare metals mining too, because there's plenty right here, a lot right there. This is going to become a mining outpost. Right in the middle of the map, right in the bowl. Alright, let's get this guy up here. I'm going to actually slap this down, start giving you guys the framework in my mind, and then we're going to go from there.
Research complete.
Okay, there's cool. Let's... We unlocked advanced gravity maneuvers. Again, I've done so little with the below and beyond stuff. It's just like, meh, to me. Alright. So essentially this thing is a drone commander, based on what I just saw there. I'll just cancel that. I don't know if... Yeah, that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. We'll go ahead and slap this guy down here. We're going to gather all the metals up for this. Depot, metals. We're going to put it right there. Alright. You can be demoed for materials. We're going to come over here just a little bit. Now, I'm going to put it right there. Going to add a little bit there. Use my one drone hub. I'm actually going to put it there, because once I get the deep rare metals mining, this site can grab it right away. I like it. Alright, and we'll go ahead and grab our Sterling Gen. Alright, and we'll do the food fight and we'll wrap up. Okay. This one I love. So we can do McDonald's, Burger King. Burger King is free construction of food service buildings. If you play as the United States, you get the mega malls for free with this one, and I actually do enjoy this one quite a bit. So, food import cost is greatly reduced. I don't need that. I'm producing plenty of food here. Food service buildings grant more comfort. I can put down comfort buildings. There we go. So now, I'll show you my food buildings, and then I'm gonna wrap up. I'm trying to get out of here. Nope. This is free. Because note, it doesn't say cost anymore. Doesn't say cost anymore. That says cost. Does not say cost. So the diners, the grocers, they're all free now. If you have the Mega Mall, it's even better for you. Alright. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and get down our metals, or concrete extractor, excuse me. I'm doing this here. We don't have machine parts here, but I can get the machine parts. I'll worry about that in the next video. Also, getting these guys all hooked up. We're going to get this done as well. That'll wrap it up for now, though. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. We'll deal with this dust storm, and we're going to start exploring the underground just a little bit more, while also getting our research really into high gear.